wanted to share something with you that I feel may help with the depression. So I don't know if you work with a pendulum, but if you have like a pendulum or something like that, or you can make yourself the pendulum, ask me more about that if you don't know how. To be able to use that to determine what is the unconscious program that is at the root of your depression that you feel now. And typically depression is repressed anger. So if you can spiral back in time in a meditation to view when you first felt angry. When was that first time you felt angry? It's probably a super long time ago when you were like really young. So in your meditation, you can go back in time to a version of you when you first felt angry, but you weren't able to express that anger, or if you did, it was shut down. No one listened to you, they didn't witness you, and your needs were not met at that time. And at that time, you didn't know how to meet your own needs, and you were looking for guidance, and you didn't receive it. So eventually, that anger turns into depression, this suppressed anger that wasn't able to be let out. So you could go back in time in your meditation and visit that version of you. Meet her in your meditation as you are now, and have a conversation with her. Let her know that everything works out, that it's going to be okay, that actually you can feel anger, and you do have people that love you and witness you and care for you, and you end up growing up into the version that you are now, and you've come back in time to visit, you know, that younger version of you, to give her a hug and listen to her and love her. If she needs to scream, let her scream. Let her say all the things she needs to say. Let her cry, shout, dance, laugh. And when she's done sharing everything she wished to share, and you've honored and witnessed her in full presence and love, that's when you can hold her, give her a hug, and remind her that she always has a connection with you, this future version of her, which is you in the now, and that she can connect with you through her heart, through meditation, through prayer, and through nature, even looking in the mirror, and give her those tools that you have now, so that she can have a way to connect with you. And what this will do when that's complete is it'll really wrap up that timeline and call all your essence from that space that wasn't able to be witnessed or expressed or was suppressed. It's just emotions that got pent up, and if we hold on to the emotions, they can manifest in a heaviness, a density, instead of feeling the levity when we have those emotions flow through us. So yeah, if you can do that, it'll greatly help, and after your meditation, you'll immediately be feeling that levity, that lightness, that beauty, because you won't have that density, that heaviness, that oppression anymore from that timeline where it was trapped. And only you know where it is, and your consciousness will point you to it right away. You just have to ask and be super direct and trust that what you're being shown is the truth of your being. You're being shown this version of you in this timeline where you were angry and you didn't get witnessed or heard or felt, and your needs weren't met, and at that time, you know, you weren't being schooled or taught how to meet your own needs. And a lot of us didn't get that, just like you were saying back in the park. We didn't have a lot of our teachings from the elders. They weren't happening, you know, in these spaces because of centuries of trauma and, you know, distortion and separation of tribe and community and family, which is what we need. We need those elders. So yeah, now you can be the elder for yourself, sit in your sovereign seat of power, and take control of your human ship once again, and you don't have to feel so weighed down anymore. And all it takes is some time and presence with yourself to sit in nature and do that little meditation. Might take 10, 15 minutes, whatever, and you'll feel better afterwards. And if you're going throughout your week and you still feel more stuff is coming up, you can repeat the process and identify each emotion, each feeling where it feels heavy, go back in time and find out where that essence is trapped. Witness it, feel it, let it flow, let it go, give it a way to connect with you in the now. And this is you being able to create like fluidity, like a river in the timeline of your expression, so that you are in full presence and flow of all of the versions of you. This is the great work, and you can do this with your timeline of you now, and then you can also do this with ancestors and galactic family, and it just goes on infinitely. That's the great spiritual work that we can do for ourselves to free ourselves, set ourselves free, and not have these emotions not flowing, because that's what's going to create that heaviness. And like with medicines and things, they really illuminate different aspects. It allows just for more clarity, like a magnifying glass, to go, oh wow, this is me in this timeline. Like it'll all come up for you right then and there to process. It's just sort of like a gentle push when you take the medicine to guide you into those spaces in time where the emotions need to be felt. And you may just embody them fully in that moment through crying, laughter, anger, whatever the emotion is. So medicine really pushes you to do it, but you don't need it. You can be the medicine for yourself. So yeah, and you know, having doubts, like that's totally normal. Everybody has doubts about what's the best path for them. So, you know, if you're feeling it in your heart that the best way to go about this is just through you, then that's perfect. You know, there's many beings on this planet that don't use any plant medicines, and they're still able to make the path back to their central channel, and being their full, clear expression of who they are. But yeah, just know that you're not alone, and you know, I'm here for you. And I love what you said about how we're always divinely connected, and that's true. We're all coming from the same source stream. So hopefully this helps, and yeah, hopefully we get to maybe hang out later today. If not, that's cool too. And we'll find a cool way to connect, I'm sure. All right, so much love, sister. Bye.